Really cool. Hopefully this kicks off. A few more. Where anybody gets into the stream. It's very different seeing the camera this way. Interesting. Nobody's on yet. My own wife. We get 10 minutes in. $150 yards out. And just stop it. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good day so far. Welcome into the stream. That's better than me. Thank you, Jaden. Been working hard on my new swing. I've been, so this morning, it is November 1st here in Thailand on Friday. Hopefully, if depending on where you're at in the world, maybe you're still having Halloween. Hopefully everybody's had a good and safe Halloween. Just me today, going to be doing something fun. I'm going to be streaming for 5 straight hours. Going to be really working on my stream. No Chase today. Chase is at school. It is 9 p.m. at night for Jaden. So I'm assuming if it's 9 p.m. at night, that means you are most likely 9 p.m. at night for you. That means you're in East Coast of America, I believe. So you should be on the East Coast somewhere. So no sponsor, but it's gonna be powered by Red Bull because it's morning and I'm not really a coffee guy. So, but hopefully, like I said, hopefully everybody's had a great day. And good morning to everyone. That was a nice one. How am I doing? Doing good. So today, guys, I thought it was sponsored by Pfizer. Absolutely not. Absolutely freaking not. No. Uh, hopefully not giving away too much political bias there. Um, but no, just gonna hang out. Gonna be working on my single plane swing, guys. That's what I'm doing. Just trying to get it as mastered as closely as possible today. Chase is at school, so thought I'd come out and do this fun little, give it a shot, 5-hour stream. And if it goes well, I'm gonna do a 12-hour mega stream some point in November. So we'll see how today goes. A little bit of testing of how the equipment does and all that other good stuff, but I'm still hitting my warm-up shots right now. I hit 10 of them with this club because it's a little bit heavier, but but no, been practicing the motions of the single plane swing quite a bit at home. Um, Definitely been doing some more studying, learning a lot more about it, but now it's time to really get serious on it. So I really like this swing, guys. I mean, it's the more I practice it at home, I don't get to hit balls. It's just me going through the hand motions and stuff and figuring out the biomechanics of the swing. I hate these balls when they're on the ground. That's why I leave them in the baskets most of the time. But the biomechanics of the swing, listening to more Todd Graves YouTube videos from Graves Golf, because he's the one that teaches Mo Norman's swing now. But just kind of figuring out all the little ins and outs of it. So, but I really do like it. Trying to correct my mistakes watching my other videos. This is actually only the 6th time I've used the swing out on the range. So that one's a little thin. Catch that. Yeah, thin and on the toe. But so if you have any questions today, I have the phone turned around. Oh, it's crazy. Really nice hit. Thanks. I have the phone turned around so I can actually see the screen today. Typically, I use the camera on the back side of my phone. So let me know how the picture quality is. If it's good, can you hit it with a driver? Don't know. We'll get there in a second as soon as I get done with my warm-up swings. I'll hit driver for you guys next. That's the club I struggle the most with right now. So we'll see what happens there. But let me know how the picture quality is because I'm using the camera. I have the screen facing towards me so I can see the comments today as I'm swinging. So I don't know how the front camera picture quality is because I typically use the camera on the back side of my phone because I know it's a better quality camera. So, but no, really been working hard on the single plane swing. Because my eventual, oh, come on, drop. Good job. So I also brought one of my old phones with me today. This way I can use it as a kind of, not a rangefinder, but what's the word I'm using for? Kind of like GC Quad, but just for the iPhone. The Golf Boy app. I really like that app. Works really well. Oh, fouted that one. I didn't shift correctly. You know, it's funny because I've been practicing the shift so much because that's been my biggest mistake when with the swing is not getting the timing on the shift. There it is. But if you haven't tried out the single plane swing, guys, and you're struggling with your golf game, I highly recommend it. It works. I love it. I really love it. It looks good. I'm hoping you're talking about the stream. Thanks you. Thank you. Because the swing probably looks like crap still. Although it's only my 6th time using it. So, but I do recommend it, guys. I feel more balanced. I feel more comfortable. But now it's just getting into it more, using it more. So, pulled that one a little bit. So, wait, one more with, or two more with this club, and then small little water break. Answer any questions you guys got. Can you hit it with a driver? Yes, give me 1 second, guys. Let me get, this is my first 10 shots of the day. So I'm still kind of just warming up. There we go. One more, grab some water. Thin that one. That's okay. So, how's everybody's days going? Hopefully everybody's doing good. So, enough of this club. I'll pull out the driver here in a second. Hello. So, I don't know where everybody's at, but here in Thailand, I love Red Bull. I'm a golfer waiting to go D1. What are some tips you have for me? None. If you're looking for tips, this is the wrong channel. So my channel, guys, Chase, who's my 4-year-old son, he's the one that's obsessed with golf. I'm just getting back into the game after 16 years. I'm now completely changing my swing. I'm now using the single plane golf swing after because I was struggling horribly after coming back into it with the traditional golf swing. I did years ago as well. But as if you're a D1 athlete, if you're about to be a D1 athlete, one thing I would say as a former athlete myself, not in golf, wrestling was my sport back in the day. I would tell you to just, if you're going to go D1 and you know you're going to go pro, really start thinking like a pro, right? Start thinking as and putting in the grind as a pro, even though you're a D1 athlete. And then, of course, just work on the school. If you know if you're going to be a D1 athlete and you know you're not going to go pro afterwards, enjoy the ride. Have as much fun as you can. Use the experience. Make a lot of contacts, because that's one great thing about golf. And what I did use golf for was in the past was more business and contacts and all that other good stuff, because I was a sales professional most of my life. So obviously that's a huge thing. So wrestling, dang, that's a tough sport. I know for a fact that I can never do it. I don't even know how the points and stuff work. A lot of people don't. Unfortunately, wrestling doesn't get the credit. Collegiate wrestling doesn't get the credit and clout I think it should, being such a combative sport. But I mean, it's kind of where you are. and what history is. I mean, let's face it, the NFL is the NFL. You know what I mean? It's not going anywhere. It's the number one sport in America for a reason. Um, but no, I got into golf again because my 4-year-old son Chase, who's at school right now, is absolutely obsessed with the game. If you haven't seen his videos, I started the channel out really just because I wanted to use it originally as a kind of like a just a platform to hold all my media for Chase to watch his swings and stuff. Um, and then I forgot to turn the videos onto private. They just went public, and then people started watching them. Got a couple subscribers. I was like, hey, well, I'll take this a bit more serious then. Started actually making more content style things. And it just kind of took off from there. And Chase is really the reason that I'm doing this channel. And then, of course, and now that he's obsessed and he loves golf and he's better than I am at 4 years old, now I have to get good. I want to get really good for him so me and him can go. And then, of course, this getting good with him so he can be competitive because I want to give him that drive. He's actually super competitive. I don't have to push him. Most of the time when you guys don't see us out here on the range, I have to pull him back because he's such a little perfectionist. Um, he, um, so that's kind of the basis of it. And then being here in Thailand, now that we live out here in Thailand permanently, cool and unique thing about our channel is that eventually we're going to get to show you all the golf courses here in Thailand, which is going to be a great thing. So, but let me swing this club. This is the worst club in the bag for me. I use the single plane golf swing, guys. So still learn it. It's only my 6th time using it. But see how I do with the driver. Not bad. So no, but yeah, I want to get good. So obviously, and I just want to get good enough so when Chase and I go out onto the golf course, I'm not embarrassing myself. You know what I mean? I got to be at least as good as Bob from Bob Does Sports, uh, if not better than that. I really want to be better than that because I'm a pretty competitive person myself. But Chase is the main focus of the channel, though. But oh, there we go. Couldn't figure out my hip tilt right there for a second. There we go. Already feels better. So, no, but yeah, eventually, guys, for the channel, it's going to be focused, obviously, me and Chase. Sounds like you're a good father-son relationship. Play with my dad on the weekend. Fight different courses, put bets on with each other. Yeah. Yeah, no, I try to be, guys, but to be honest with you, it's not hard to be a good dad when I have a kid as great as him. He makes being a dad pretty easy for the most part. I mean, like all 4-year-olds, they have their moments. But no, I'm very blessed with my son. But no, he's already has the little competitive juices. Like every time he sees a trophy or a medal or something, he's like, "Dad, I want a trophy. I want a medal." And I'm like, "Well, you got to earn it, buddy. You just don't buy them. You got to earn those, bud." So, but he's something else. That's for certain. But see, these aren't great shots right now, guys. They're still a heck of a lot better than what they were when I was trying to use the conventional golf swing. So, Compared to my dad, I like to see each other lumen. Yeah, yeah. So no, um, but yeah, no. Today the stream is good. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming for 5 hours today. So a little bit slower. Definitely going to try to be paying more attention to the comments today. Um, but no, I eventually, like I said, with the channel, is my goal here is to get myself right. Chase is pretty much ready to get onto a golf course, minus learning chipping a little bit more. Because his putting's not too bad. His clubs are great. And then, in fact, I just found out his distances yesterday using the Golf Boy app. He's hitting his driver on average 65 yards as a 4-year-old. His 6-7, he's hitting about 45 average, and then the pitching wedge 9-iron, he's hitting about a 35-yard average. So, nice, not a bad little dispersion there for him. And they're all pretty much straight or just a little right. Nothing's going left for him, which is good. So he used the traditional golf swing because that's what I taught him at first, and it's not broken for him, so I ain't fixing it. But for me, the traditional golf swing is just not getting along, so now I'm using a single plane golf swing and quite enjoying it. There we go. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. But no, definitely want to get him out on the course by the end of the year. I hope to see him in the Masters one day. So that'd be great. That'd be amazing. So, hello, love. My wife is on. Everybody say hi to my wife. 65 at 4. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. He's pretty gifted. I'll definitely say that. It's one of the things with the setup I keep forgetting almost every single time is to do the tilts from the pelvis. That's where your tilts come from. Thinned, but still straight. So, yeah, a little later in the stream, I'm going to break out the Golf Boy app and start getting my distances with that. But this is the worst club in the bag for me. But once again, that's why I'm out on the range, why I'm practicing. Oh, top that one. A little bit too far back. Didn't move forward. Ugh. So if you don't know much about the single plane swing or Mo Norman and Todd Graves, look it up, guys. Mo Norman, of course, being the greatest ball striker ever in history. Todd is now the one that teaches the swing. Like I said, I highly recommend this swing, guys. It's absolutely amazing. Bryson, listening to a live stream that Todd did this past week, he confirmed that Bryson earlier in his career was using the single plane swing. Now Bryson now, I think, has tweaked a lot of it. He doesn't quite use the single plane swing anymore, but he uses a lot of the techniques out of the single plane swing now. But my goal is just accuracy. I really just want to be super accurate. And I think that's where the single plane swing is going to definitely help me quite a bit. Just like that. So, but how far I hit my driver. Cart girl is watching. Yeah, I'm not hitting this driver very far right now. I'm just focused on trying to get good contact. Uh, Probably see, I don't know if you guys can see this on the face of the club, don't have the best lighting. Most of my strikes are right about here. So I'm slowly trying to get it more towards the center, and then of course just a little bit higher in the face. So right now I'm kind of like in this section. I'm trying to get it more like this. So, but it's getting there. Slowly but surely it's getting there. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. It really help out the stream. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming for 5 hours today. So not like I'm going anywhere. Say that on the driver. Yeah, no, but I'm serious about it, guys. I'm definitely want to I definitely want to get really good at this game. That's for absolute certain. And I think the single plane swing is going to definitely be my ticket in getting there. So get some more caffeine in me. So, but hopefully everybody's having a good day. If you want to support the channel, the best thing anybody could do for us to be able to support the channel is to um, subscribe. So you can hit that subscribe button up at top if you want to continue to follow Chase and I's journey. Chase is not here today. He, of course, is at school. I'm doing a 5-hour long live stream today. So we'll see how well this goes, because I may do a mega stream so another time. Pitching wedge now, guys. The clubs I'm using, this is actually, I think, only the second time I'm going to swing this club doing the single plane golf swing, so we'll see how that goes. The clubs I'm using, guys, is from PGM. These are the YB5s. This is a brand new beginner set, because essentially that's what I am. A beginner set from PGM. If you're not familiar with PGM, they are the #1 golf brand in China. I never actually heard of PGM before until I got here to Thailand. When I was in the States, way back in the day, I used Cobra. And if you understand wrestling, you understand why I used Cobra. I didn't really have a particular brand preference. There's a reason. There's just a real dumb reason behind that. But no, I really like these clubs. They're really, really high quality. I quite enjoy them. They feel great, especially these YB5s. One of the unique things they've done with them, I'll show it to you compared to my other clubs, is yes, they have the perimeter weighting going all the way around like they do with most beginner clubs, but they took out some of the center mass and pushed it more towards the heel and the toe, and it really helps balance out this club. It moves quite well. I can feel the face a lot better with it. But this pitching wedge, guys. So, this is, I think, only the second time I've swung this club using the single plane golf swing with it. So, we'll see how that goes. Nicely. It goes nicely. That was not bad. It's pretty easy to hit there. So, but hopefully everybody's having a good day. I think I saw that somebody said, well, it's 10, and I have homework to do. Hope you have a blessed day. Hope you have a blessed day as well, man. Hope you had a great Halloween. Get your homework done. You've just earned yourself a follower. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. Next time we'll be streaming. The next time we'll be streaming will be Saturday, and you guys will see Chase then. We will always be doing a stream on Saturday nights here in Thailand, so it's probably Saturday morning, for some people. With the time difference, maybe Friday night, but um, yeah, Chase will be on the next live stream. Our Saturday stream will always be our constant, consistent stream. Um, Other streams will just kind of be random, and I'll post the times on them and stuff. But no, Saturday is our staple nightly, staple stream every week, is what I'm trying to say. Thin that one. Came up. But see, even though I thinned it, that's the thing I like about the single plane golf swing, guys. Even though I thinned the crap out of that thing right now, it still went perfectly straight. And it's because of the way the single plane golf swing works. It's all, Todd talks about this a lot. Compared to the ventral golf swing, which teaches grip, which is exactly how I was taught, grip than address, it's address than grip. And this makes a lot more logical sense. You address the club to the ball, and then you take your grip. And when you take your grip, you fully deviate the arm, right? And you put your back of your hand to the target, right? So as you come back into your swing, your downswing, and you come to hit the ball, the club only can do one thing. It can only square back up, right? Because you're fully maxed out this angle. So as you come back down in your swing and you've maxed out this angle, it can only do one thing, and that's to re-square. Todd explains it a lot better than I do. So if you're interested in learning the single plane golf swing, I highly recommend going, just look up Todd Graves, single plane golf swing, single plane academy. He's the one that teaches it all. But I've just been watching his YouTube videos. I haven't joined his academy at all. But I love the swing, guys. It just feels so much more comfortable to me. One of the mistakes I was making at the beginning, though, was pulling this club up too high. You actually, once you take your grip, you want to soften it just a little bit. This way, the club lines up with your back arm. So now that I screwed that up. Tilts come from your pelvis, not your lower back. Oh, there we go. Still a little thin there. I think my stance for this particular club is a little wide still. You get a wider stance with the single plane golf swing, which I like. I feel more comfortable in a wider stance. That's another thing with the traditional golf swing I didn't really like is the super narrow stance. I felt really off balance, especially as somebody was a wrestler. You don't like to have a narrow stance. It just throws you off completely. There we go, that's better. Still a little thinned. But today with my swing, once I get away from this club and get into the higher clubs, is going to be, Todd talks about the difference in the positions, right? So you have position 1, which is the takeaway, position 2, which is the top of the backswing, position 3, right, is here, position 4 is impact, okay, and then position 5 is through, and position 6. So my focus today is actually going to be 3 through 5, is keeping that here. So this is only my 6th time using the single plane golf swing. I fatted that one because I dipped down instead of moving forward. What time is it for me? Are you here in the US? No, I'm in Bangkok, Thailand. I'm in Thailand. It is 8:50 in the morning here for me. Where are you from, Casper? Thailand. I'm in Thailand, so. I and my wife moved out here mainly for more family, and there's more family here for us. So that's going to be actually one of the unique things about our channel is being originally from America. Um, being originally from America, Chase and I, once we do start getting out on the golf course, and it's really me holding us back, that's where we need to be able to get out onto the course, is me getting my game right, so he can start enjoying real golf and not just the driving ranges. And I stood up. Focus up a little bit. There we go. There's a better hit. So I'm assuming most people are probably in the U.S. That's where most of my followers and watchers are from. But no, we live out here in Thailand. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. It'll definitely help out the stream. I'm going to be streaming for 5 hours today. I'm in Jamaica. Never been there. Would really like to go one of these days. And then, of course, what was I saying? ADHD. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be streaming for 5 hours today, so you can really help out the stream by hitting that thumbs up button. And then, of course, if you love the content that you're seeing with just me, you'll really love the content when you see my 4-year-old son. He's the real golfer here. And follow on our journey in this great game of golf. And because Chase and I are learning it, although Chase is way better than I am at it. And then subscribe to the channel. So right now, when I started the stream, I'm used to saying we because usually Chase is with me. When I started the stream, we are at 388 subscribers, I believe. Yeah, 388 at the beginning of the stream. Chase and I are trying to get the 500 subscribers as fast as possible. So we love everybody's support. That's the best thing anybody could do for us right now, is to hit that subscribe button. So, but if you're new to watching me and you're new to the stream, I use the single plane golf swing discovered. I'm going to say it the way Todd does. Discovered by Mo Norman. And, but Todd Graves is the one that teaches the swing. I know it looks different, especially compared to the conventional golf swing, but for me, it works out a lot better. I quite enjoy it, using it, but I'm still working out the kinks with it. This is only my 6th time using the swing, so. But when you do it right, it works out so nicely. I absolutely love love the feel of the contact I'm getting and how straight the golf balls fly because of how the swing works. So definitely encourage everybody, go look up single plane golf swing, Todd Graves, Graves Golf, Mo Norman, if you haven't seen him, the greatest ball striker in history. By far, hands down, especially after watched some of his older videos, because Mo's no longer with us anymore. But still working out some of the kinks. This is only my 6th time on the range using the swing, but I quite enjoy using it. Because just those straight flights after straight flights after straight flights if you do everything right. So but hopefully everybody's having a good day. And yeah, Chase had a good Halloween. I posted a video yesterday. He wanted to go to the, it's been buggy. He bugs me every day about going to the driving range and going golfing. But he posted a cute video of him yesterday. I was just kind of taking side videos of him and using the Golf Boy app to get his distances. And he walked up to the camera real cute. Like I don't know if he thought we were live streaming or not. And he just went up to the camera and just started talking to it. It was absolutely adorable about his day he had at school and all the candy he got and donuts. It's quite adorable. So oh, thin the crap out of that one. This has been my other problem. Not with the swing. It's just it's something I got to break out of. Is I rotate. I come up out of the stance and rotate too early. I really got to keep this foot planted. Todd talks about it quite a bit. Is through the swing you have to keep this back foot planted on the ground, and you don't come up out of it until basically after position 5 in your follow through. So positions 3, 4, and 5 is kind of my focus today with the single plane swing. He talks a lot. Todd talks about a lot about how it's why you see me placing the club on the ground first before taking my grip. How it's address then grip and the reasons behind it. And it makes a lot more sense once you listen to him talk about it. Oh, fathead! I got dip down in that one for whatever weird reason. These are the small things I got to figure out. So my goal is by the end of this month to have this swing down to a point where 9 out of 10 balls are nice, consistent contact. So. Your car is on fire? I don't have a car, I have a truck, but I could see it from here. Try narrowing your stance some. I could a little bit, Cameron, but I'm not using the you're probably right. Even for the single plane golf swing, I'm probably a little bit too wide still for the 9-iron. But you're supposed to have a wider stance than you do in the traditional stance than you do for the conventional golf swing. So, but yeah, I use the single plane golf swing created by, or discovered. I want to say it the same way Todd does. Discovered by Mo Norman, and then of course Todd is the one that teaches the swing now. But that's nice. Went a little left, but that's probably something in my face angle. So if you haven't seen the swing before, guys, it's going to look different compared to the conventional golf swing, because conventional golf swing uses 2 planes, right? You come up in one plane, you come down in another plane, right? single plane golf swing, the reasons why it's called the single plane golf swing is because you go up in one plane, you come down in the same plane. Bryson DeChambeau used to completely use the single plane golf swing, and now he's developed it into his own thing, but he still uses elements out of the single plane golf swing. So, but it's all about address. So you address the club, and then you take your grip. So I know it looks different, looks weird, but trust me, it works. It's comfortable. It makes more logical sense. And when you do it right, it feels so good. It just feels amazing. So the plane is always the same. You just take away the inside or outside. Yeah, correct. Wait. Small differences. That's not true. The plane is the same. Well, once again, I'm not the best at explaining it. I'd go listen to Todd Graves talk about it more. But essentially with the single plane swing, or the traditional golf swing, your hands are lower, right? So when you bring the club up, you're on one plane. And then as you come down, you drop into, like you said, underneath, which is, or on top, inside or outside, which once again, that's what Todd's talking about. With the single plane swing, you have your arm locked out, right? You're here, come up in one plane, and come down in one plane. So, but once again, I'm not the master of it. I'm still learning it. This is only my 6th time using it. Type in Graves Golf or single plane golf swing. I guarantee you he speaks about it and actually has all the math and science behind it, and is why I'm using it. Hitting in the center of the face. Actually I mean, once again, I'm still learning, but this is only my 6th time. All my strikes are right here. They're not perfectly centered, but they're all right here. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're a little low. Some of them are in this 3rd and 4th groove, but they're all right here. So hopefully you guys can maybe get that. There you go. I'll give you a little bit better marking there. But no, and that's, it's funny because if you actually watch Todd's videos, if you take a look at his clubs, he hits them so much, you can actually see where on the face of his clubs where he hits the ball so consistently all the time. Of course, Mo Norman being the greatest ball striker to ever live, it's one of the reasons I'm using the swing, because the traditional golf swing and the traditional golf teachings and me just weren't getting along. So, but you should have 2 clean grooves in the bottom for a good strike. Your consistent shallow swings where the club is out in the center. Once again, Ryan, you're probably hitting all the right points. I'm just talking about what I've learned so far in the last 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks of me watching the single plane golf swing and Graves Golf. But no, I'm not knocking the traditional golf swing. If you could do the traditional golf swing, my son uses the traditional golf swing. I taught him the traditional golf swing. I don't plan on teaching him the single plane swing. I just was not getting along with it. and I knew something had to change, and I knew Bryson DeChambeau's setup was different than most other professional golfers. One of them, his front arm being so locked out, and why am I blanking on the term? Arnold deviated position. I was like, well, why is that? What is he doing different? And then I mentioned in one of the comments that Bryson used to use a single plane golf swing. I was like, well, what's that? And then from there, I found out about Mo Norman, the greatest ball striker ever in history, and Todd Graves and Graves Golf and single plane golf swing, and just went down this rabbit hole. And I was like, you know something, I'm going to give it a shot. And then once I started working on it, it started immediately feeling better. And the thing I like for myself is even my bad ball strikes, where before my bad ball strikes were literally way hooks or way slices, even my bad strikes are better now. And that's one of the things I like about it. I know I'm nowhere close to getting the swing where it should be, but I'm no longer, minus the driver, I'm no longer seeing these massive hooks or massive slices. Um, and that's what I really am liking about the swing. So, is it look traditional? No, but does it work? Yes, yes, it works. At least for me, it does. I'm not, like I said, if you do the traditional golf swing, go for it, great. But for me, it's I'm really enjoying this technique. So, and I think that's one thing that is most important is to enjoy the game of golf. So, but is see, like that's not the best contact hit, but it still went decently straight. It went from center line. It went probably about 15 yards, and I hit that bottom groove on the inside of the face of the club right here. So, develop bad habits. I mean, you have no feedback. Station setup. I'm actually going to set that up here in a second, Ryan. I actually have the Golf Boy app. Um, I'm just trying to get through my first tray of balls. A little bit of warm up, I guess you could say. I'm going to be streaming for 5 hours today. But no, I'm actually going to be setting up my other tripod and my Golf Boy, my other phone with the Golf Boy app on it, and that'll give me carry distances, where I'm hitting it on the club face, all that good stuff. So that's actually, I'm going to set that up here in a second. Most important thing in golf is to perfect the grip and have a great setup. The rest will work itself out, including tempo is always key. Those three things, focus equals success. Absolutely. Chase, love the name. That's my son's name. That's why the channel is called Chasing Golf. Although, is as much as I agree with you on grip is the it's amazing. I'm listening to Todd talk about this, and he explains going to explain a lot better than I am. In the traditional golf swing, you're taught grip, then address, right? In the single plane swing, and the way Todd teaches it, it's address, then grip. And once again, I'm going to let Todd explain it. Look it up. I promise you guys, the way he explains it, it makes so much more logical sense to address with the way the single plane swing works, to address and then grip the club with this technique. So, but I quite enjoy the single plane golf swing. I know it looks different, but it does work. So, No, because I learned with the traditional golf swing, I learned grip then address. But like I said, I was having really bad hooks, really bad slices, and now that I'm using the single plane swing, and this is only my 6th time ever using it out on the range, um, I feel much more comfortable because even a miss shot like that is not that bad of a miss. Where before it's a super slice or super hook that I would get. So even then, I'm fattening these a little bit. They're not that bad. So the one tool I wish I had that I can't get because I'm out here in Thailand, um, from them is their alignment stick that they have, like the single that Todd has, that shows you ball placement and everything. Because I think that's the next piece that I'm missing for this. That and still getting the basics of the mechanics of this swing down for the lower body. The transition's my biggest struggle with it right now. Oh my God. But appreciate everybody here. Hopefully everybody's had a great day. Had a good and safe Halloween. So if you're enjoying the stream, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. Really helps out the stream. And if you want to see Chase and I grow in the game of golf, Chase isn't here right now. He's at school. I'm doing a 5-hour long stream today. Hit that subscribe button up at top. That's the best thing anybody could do to help us support the channel. The goal is for me is to have my golf swing and game down and ready so I can get him and me out onto a golf course by the end of this year or very beginning of next year. So I want to get that little guy out onto an actual golf course here shortly because he's pretty much ready to go, minus learning chipping. So there's a good one. So last couple balls for my first tray, and then I'll get my other setup out and we'll start getting some data and stuff. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show the data up on the screen, but I'll but sorry guys, ADD moment there for you. Had to really focus in. Thin, but still straight. Thin like crazy. So my swing and stance look weird, guys, and you're new into the stream. It's because I'm using the single plane golf swing, which is, I understand, looks and feels very different from the traditional golf swing or conventional golf swing. But it's comfortable. It works for me. Todd Graves is a great teacher of it. And you can't argue with the guy. That was a good one. And you can't argue with the guy that was the greatest ball striker in history, Mo Norman, who's the one that, as Todd likes to say, discovered and developed this swing style and swing technique. So stop trying to kill it in slow. Willie, you are 100% correct. I I do need to slow down. It's one of the things I do need to do. I struggle with that, right? So how far do I pump my drives? My driver sucks. That's one of the reasons why I switched to the single plane golf swing. It's better now. Right now, if I hit one clean, like really clean, I'm getting it out to about 250. But once again, my 250, 255, but that's really kind of me. Still got to really build up the swing and technique and everything right now with the single plane golf swing. I'll get to the driver here in a little bit, but right now I'm going to set up my Golf Boy app. So take a little break as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use the Golf Boy app with this. Maybe. We'll see. I've never actually set it up with this tripod. I usually do it with the other one, but I can't do that today. So, I still do the same stuff all the time. Yeah. So, hopefully everybody's Halloween went well. Is everybody safe? Golf Boy. So if you guys aren't familiar, if you got an iPhone, got the Golf Boy app. This is a great app, guys. Absolutely love it. It's essentially a launch monitor. That's what I was looking for. Word I was looking for earlier was launch monitor. Excuse me, dealing with allergies. But you can set up, you hit shot, you set up how tall your tripod is and everything. And I'm going to set it up a little bit taller. There we go. And then I hit go, and it gives you all the statistics of your swing. Not sponsored by them, guys. I really just do like this app. In fact, yesterday I took Chase out, and this was some of Chase's numbers from yesterday. Some of them here. So yesterday, Chase with his was this yesterday? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, these are from the past. Huh. They didn't save. But yesterday, that sucks. But no, yesterday, oh, well, that's why. Oh, okay. But yesterday, Chase was reaching roughly about, what was it? His driver was carrying an average of 60. His 6-7 iron was about 50, and then his 9 pitching wedge was about 40, 35, 40. So, but let me get this set up. What's going on with this thing? I know what's going on. Okay. Well, I can't connect to you right now. Well, that sucks. I'm not going to be able to use it. I'll have to figure that out later because this is my old phone. Oh, that's why, because all his stats are on my new phone. My old phone, I have to have it connected to Wi-Fi right now, and I don't have that. So that's a bummer. That really sucks. But hi, Gay. What are we doing? Interesting. So hopefully everybody's having a good day. I am just out here practicing my swing. I'm using the single plane golf swing, and Chase is not with me today. He's at school. He'll be streaming for 5 hours today. And if anybody has any questions, put them down in the comments. Love to be able to answer them. So we are now on the 7-iron, guys. So but if you're enjoying the stream, guys, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Really helps out the stream. And then, of course, if you're really want to be able to support Chase and I here in the future, the best thing anybody could do for us is to subscribe right now. Chase and I are doing our best to get the 500 subscribers as fast as possible. We're at 388 at the beginning of the day. So love to be able to break into that 400 mark here before the end of the stream. Hopefully we could do it. I mean, 5 hours of streaming, should be able to, right? So oh, there it is. Beautiful. Yeah. But no, guys, if my swing looks weird, I know it does. It's because I use the single plane golf swing. I don't use the traditional golf swing, so my hands aren't low. But I'm still learning this swing technique as well. As Todd likes to say, it was discovered by Mo Norman. I say created, but he says discovered by Mo Norman, the greatest ball striker ever in history. And then he teaches the swing now. So if you really want to learn in depth about the single plane golf swing, which I highly recommend, just go look up Graves Golf or just type in single plane golf swing on YouTube, and he's really the only one that teaches it, like truly, truly in depth teaches it. So I'm going to put out a video on it once I get a little bit better at it. I'm around about my 10th time using it, about what it's like as my journey as a beginner in the swing. So, but still a few more times. I'll probably be around the end of the month. But one of the things I like about the single plane golf swing, for me, so far as, because I'm still not the best at it yet, obviously, even my miss hits are better, way better than my old miss hits. So it's kind of hard to argue with the technique that the guy that developed the single plane golf swing, Mo Norman, when he's considered to be the greatest ball striker ever in history. So thin that one because I stood up again. Oh, keep this foot planted. It's one of my other struggles is coming up out of the stance too early. I got to keep this foot planted until I reach basically position 5, essentially. Todd talks about the positions. Because when you do it right, you get results like that. So, feels great. Let's see. I doubt you can do it. It's interesting. I accept your challenge, good sir. Pretty competitive person. There we go. Not bad. There we go. That's beautiful. One feels a lot better. That is literally 3 yards right of that 150-yard yellow flag out there, and it's stopped on a dime. And that's with a 7-iron. So, boy, hey, dealing with allergy problems, guys. So, give me a second. Let me get a drink of some soda. Use the carbonation and clear out my throat. Sorry about all that. But no, I do love. I'm quite enjoying this swing. I'm enjoying the stream too. If you are, hit the thumbs up button. But I'm quite enjoying the swing, even though I'm not all that great at it yet. I will be though. And I encourage anyone that's struggling with the traditional golf swing to look up the single plane swing, because it's definitely changed and helped me out a lot in this very short period of time. Because even though it's definitely nowhere close to perfect right now, it has made my miss hits a lot better. So that was thinned and still came out straight. So let's see here, new comment. I've got a question from a 4 handicap golfer. Do you have issues with compression? I used to have my arms fully extended like you, and I realized I couldn't compress the ball as much as I could. I realized the ball closer to me, or your hands close, belt and crotch help me out. Grosho, I haven't got to the part with the single plane golf swing as far as compression is concerned. I'm still working on the basics of the swing right now. Definitely something I'm going to be, I may try to start compressing a little bit here. But no, I'm not using the traditional golf swing. Traditional golf swing, yes, you are correct. You're supposed to be closer to the ball, supposed to have your hands down, right? And that's all those things. I'm using Mo Norman's single plane golf swing technique. Now that's taught by Graves Golf now and Todd Graves. I know that it looks very different compared to the conventional golf swing or traditional golf swing. This is only my 6th time using this swing technique. I quite enjoy it a lot more, mainly because you get a little bit of a wider stance, which I feel more comfortable with because golf was not my #1 game growing up. In fact, I didn't even play until after high school, more for business and recreational purposes. Stopped playing for 16 years. My 4-year-old son, who's actually the star of this channel, he uses the traditional golf swing, and he's the reason I've gotten back into golf. But me and the traditional golf swing, after coming back after 16 years, were not getting along. I didn't really get along with it back then either. But since even in the short 2-week period, maybe a little bit more than 2-week period of me using the single plane golf swing, my miss hits have gotten a lot better. But compression right now is not fully on my mind. It's in the back of my mind. But the funny thing is because I'm hitting the ball so square because of the way the technique works, even my uncompressed shots right now are going as far as what my shots, almost as far as what my shots were before. So, but no, it's throwing that stone and compressing the ball is something I'm gonna be getting into at some point in time in this swing. I'm just trying to get through some of these clubs, but I do quite enjoy the swing. Here, I'll try to go through position 3, 4, and 5, which is where all that compression happens. Focus on it in the swing here for you. See, and when I do that, I still don't have the technique, the basics of the technique down enough yet to focus on that part of it yet. But no, I do know it looks odd. Look up Mo Norman. Look up Todd Graves, single plane golf swing. Because I do like the swing a lot better. So I know about the single plane swing, had trouble with it myself. I'm not saying you didn't. If you had trouble with it, I mean, it's not going to suit everybody. I like it personally, even though it's only been 2 weeks of me doing it, a little over 2 weeks of me doing it. I personally like it, just due to the simple fact that I grew up playing a lot of contact sports, wrestling being my #1. And the one thing I didn't like about the conventional golf swing was having these narrow stances, right? And the hands down. I feel so off, even right now, I feel so off balance like this. With the single plane golf swing, you get to have that little bit of a wider stance for whether it's irons, a driver, or whatever it is. And I just feel more comfortable. I feel more centered here. And once again, I know I have a long way to go with this, but, and I know the single plane swing isn't for everybody. And just like with me, how the traditional golf swing was not getting along with me, and that's why I've switched over. So, but this is only my 6th time using this swing, and I've already feel like I've improved in this very short period of time compared to what I was with the traditional golf swing for me, for myself. So it's definitely helped me out. And where I've said it's improved me the most is in my mishits. My mishits before, like if I mishit a little bit before, it was super hook, super slice, right? It was gone. My really bad like really, really bad, like if I really screw up the technique, it'll still happen. But before, it was happening a lot more often with the traditional golf swing, where with this, it's even if I mishit it, because of how I'm returning the face of the club in the swing and the technique and the way it works. And you hear Bryson talk about keeping your arm, why am I forgetting? Fully deviated, or Arnold, I can't talk right now. Is it's very difficult in this swing style to not return the club back to square, unless you're just botching the technique completely. For a compression, I like to start with my shaft tilted slightly forward and put the ball an inch behind the normal position. Interesting. I don't know if you're talking about single plane swing. Nice swing. Get a subscribe. Thank you, Willie. Subscribing to the channel is the best thing you can do for Chase and I. We're really focused on trying to grow the channel as fast as possible. One of my goals is for me, Chase is actually getting pretty close, is for me to be able to get myself in the swing good enough to go to be able to get out onto a golf course and not completely embarrass myself. Chase has just got a little bit of chipping to do. Chase is my 4-year-old son. He is the major star of the channel, to be honest with you. He's got a much better swing than I do. I taught him the traditional swing. It worked for him. I'm going to leave him alone because he hits straight shots, maybe slightly right, every single time now. Even with his brand new metal clubs, he's straight or slightly right. Never really left. So he's good to go as far as his driver, his 7-iron, his 6-7, and pitching wedge 9-iron. He's got a little bit more work to do on putting, and then I got to teach him chipping, and he'll be good to go. He picks stuff up really, really fast. But me, I have a lot of work to do. So the goal is to be able to get him out onto the golf course by the end of this year, beginning of next year. We live here in Thailand. That's one of the big benefits of our channel is we're going to be able to show everybody, even though we're originally from America, we're going to be able to show everybody all the amazing golf courses here in Thailand, which is going to be really cool. So especially once we get things more rolling. But first things first, I got to not suck essentially. So where was I? 7, so 6-iron. Then I'm going to hit. I'm basically going upwards in the bag, guys. So as we move along here. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I've actually, most of the time, guys, I use the camera on the back side of my phone, so I can't see the comments. Today, because Chase is not with me, I'm using the camera on the front side of the phone. So if the picture quality looks a little bit weird, or if it's dark as I go out there, let me know. I'll use the camera on the back side of the phone again. But so far, I think it's been so good. Swing looks good, brother. Keep it up, man. Practice makes perfect for sure. Much love. And remember, it's all about fun. Absolutely. Thank you. No, practice does make perfect. Although, this is a quote that I took. I can't remember his name to save my life. But I had a coach in the past that told me this. And it has really stuck with me my entire life. Now, I understand. I'm at the basics. I'm at the very beginning. I'm not trying to overthink, overanalyze, overwork certain things, but practice itself doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So yeah, because if you practice something wrong, you're going to continue doing it wrong. So practice it perfectly. So little tweak in the phrase, but that's something that's always stuck with me. Once I heard that, I can't remember his name. I've had too many head injuries to remember his name right now. Facility looks wild. Yeah, no, it's a nice driving range, guys. If you're ever out here in Bangkok, Thailand, I am at the AC driving range here in Bangkok, Thailand. Phenomenal facility. A tray of golf balls, which is 40 balls, costs only 70 baht, which if you translate that, that's roughly about $2.30, right? And that's for just if you're walking off the street and you want to buy 1 or 2 trays. You can sign up for a membership here if you have the Line app, and the membership is free. And then just like everywhere, if you buy 10 sets or 20 sets or 30 sets, the price gets cheaper per tray. But if you're just visiting Thailand, and this is actually really close to one of the airports around here in Bangkok, it's about 70 baht per tray. So really, really nice. But yes, nice facility. Yeah, I could have thought it was a green screen because it looks so amazing. Thanks. No, it is not a green screen. I do have the new iPhone. My old phone, I don't buy new phones all the time, but my old phone is the iPhone 11. So I was due for an update. This is the brand new iPhone. Um, so, but hopefully, like I said, everybody's having a great day. This is my 6-iron I'm going to be swinging now. I use the PGM YB5s. It's a brand new set out from PGM. It's one of their it's their new beginner set that they just brought out recently. PGM is the #1 golf brand company in China. They make phenomenal clubs, guys, at a phenomenal price. So I wish more people in the West knew about them, because when I was in America, I had no idea they even existed. So, but if you're new into the stream, guys, I use the single plane golf swing. I don't use the traditional golf swing or conventional golf swing, as Todd likes to say. I'm still learning the single plane swing, developed by Mo Norman, now taught by Todd Graves. So it's only my 6th time using it, so still working out the kinks with it, but it feels a lot better to me. So thin the crap out of that one. Ball felt like it was a little bit too far forward in the stance, probably was. But that's the one tool I wish I had from the Single Plane Academy, is Todd has this position guide that he puts on the floor. I wish I can get that, but I don't think they ship them to Thailand. So one of the things, and once I get a little bit better at the swing and more comfortable with it, I am going to make a long form video of it as a perspective of a newbie using the swing. I'm not going to be teaching the swing, but just my perspective of learning the swing from all his YouTube videos and the things that I have found. Like when he talks about tilt, at first I thought I was tilting from the body. It's not. The tilts in the swing happen from the pelvis. Like all these small little things that I'm learning as I'm progressing through the swing. Because when you get results like that, it just feels so good when you do it right. So one of the other things I struggle with the swing, and it's not a bad thing, it's just a personal thing. I tend to twist and come out of the stance early. I gotta really keep my foot planted on the ground. Todd talks about this a lot, and is keeping this back foot planted through the entire swing, and basically not until after position 5 do you rotate and come out of the stance. So just something different compared to the traditional golf swing. But once again, it's hard to argue with the swing when you have so much biomechanical data behind it, and considering the guy that developed the swing is the greatest ball striker ever in golf history in Mo Norman. So, whoop, club face is twisted. hold that one a little bit. Can you show us your driver, like just a look at it? Yeah, sure. I'll hit one real quick. It's the club I absolutely struggle with the most. Right now, and it's actually the exact reason why I switched to the single plane swing. So this is the driver from, it's got a nice solid black crown, nice arrow on top, from them. So what time is it here? It is 9:45, 9:46 a.m. here in Bangkok. So, but this is the club I struggle with the most in the bag. But it's also the whole reason I moved to this swing was because of this club. When I was still trying to use the traditional swing, I couldn't hit this thing farther than 70 yards because it just super slice left, super slice right. So still not the best, but it's a heck of a lot better than what it was, man. I'll tell you that much. So, yeah, not bad. I'm still a little bit. I need to get it. If I don't know, I'm still a little bit more towards this section here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I still got to work a bit in and up a little bit. I want to get it about there. But nevertheless, I like this club. Is it PGM, a Chinese brand? Yes, PGM is a Chinese brand. They're the #1 brand in China. Guys, they make great clubs. I love these clubs. Back in the day when I was in America and I did golf, I was using Cobra. I have to say, these are just as nice as Cobra clubs. But they're at a fraction of the cost because they're China. But now that I live out here in Thailand, I discovered PGM. They make phenomenal products. Guys, I literally, everything I have is PGM. Chase's clubs are PGM. My clubs are PGM. I use their gloves. I have another glove as well. The shoes that I'm using, these shoes here, these are PGM. I've had these for a couple months now. All right, they're comfortable. It's a phenomenal price. I mean, you just can't beat it. Their pricing with a stick. I know you can find some of their stuff on Amazon. I don't know what the whole situation's like right now with America and what's the Temu. I know Temu and America aren't getting along right now or something of that nature. I don't follow all the geopolitics is the way I guess I should. But they have their products on Temu. Um, I've actually emailed one of their corporate representatives, and we've been talking back and forth, just to ask questions about the brand, about the clubs, because it's because everything's translated from Chinese to English. Not all the lingo is the same. So I'm trying to figure out like when they say certain things, oh, do you really mean this? And this one representative is really good at helping me figure all that out. And that's why I chose these clubs. And they're phenomenal. They feel great. So highly recommend them. So, but no, the YB5s are brand new, are brand new to the market from them. And great club, guys. I mean, they've done a phenomenal job with them. Absolutely worth the money. Absolutely worth the money. And one of the things I like about these guys is even though it's a beginner's club, they took out a little bit and just shifted, cut this cutout. They just shifted it towards the heel and the toe, and it just makes it so much more balanced to swing. Um, Absolutely worth the money. Um, this, so, I mean, if you were to get a set just like this, but tailor made, or um, or Callaway or any of the other brands, first and foremost, I don't think any of the upper brands can bring out a set like this at this price, at this quality. I don't think it's possible for them. That's first and foremost. Um, Second off, to get to the same quality as what these clubs are with one of the upper brands, you're going to spend at least double the price. So, but back to me hitting balls. I've got to work on my swing. Guys, I use the single plane golf swing, which I know looks different from the conventional golf swing. But I quite enjoy it quite a bit. I know it's not for everybody, but in just the 2.5 weeks of me using it, my game has improved drastically. Oh, God, man, it's funny, like, I was watching some of because I'm getting to learn more about Mo Norman, and who's the one that developed the single plane golf swing. It's funny because you listen to him on the videos of when he peers a ball, like, I feel like I just peered that one doing the technique correctly. It's the feeling of greatness. I understand what he means, man, because it's it's the swing's just so nice. At least for me. I know for me it is. I know it's not for everybody. I know it looks weird, but for me, it's fantastic. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Really helps out the stream. I'm going to be streaming for 5 hours today. And then this Saturday, we'll stream again, Saturday night, Bangkok time. And Chase will be here, the real star of the show, my son. So, and then if you guys want to support us, the best thing you can do for us is to hit that subscribe button up at top. It's the best way to be able to support Chase and I. Because as soon as I get my swing good to go, Chase and I are hitting the golf course. So I'm assuming that's going to be late December, early January. Little off balance. But I got to stop trying to kill every golf ball I hit. It's a bad habit of mine. But no, like I said, once I get a little bit more comfortable with the swing, I'm going to put out a video about the single plane golf swing, a long form video, and just everything I found as a beginner of the swing, and little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, and what Todd means by certain things. Because certain things, like for example, when he talks about, especially in his older videos, his videos that are 4 or 5 years old, he gets a little bit more detailed. So you really have to dig into them to get some of the nitty gritty stuff. But like, for example, he talks about the tilt of the body. Well, at first I thought you just tilt your body. Well, in reality, the tilts come from the pelvis, right? So that's something that took me a few times to figure out, and watching his older videos to get that little nugget in there. So but I still have a tendency to twist this foot. I got to keep it a little bit more flat and stable. I know that's my bad habit, but as far as the single plane golf swing goes. Beautiful. It's the feeling of greatness. Oh, I wish Mo was still around. I would have. So, but Todd's great. Been learning a lot watching his YouTube videos. I wish I could join his single plane 30 class, but not the right timing to do so. Plus, I don't know if I can do so living out here in Thailand. So, oh, see, I come up too early and I really topped the golf ball there. One adjustment that helped. Sure, my arms are dangling below my shoulders, closer to the belt buckle. Also working on timing and rhythm. Great job, keep it up. Happy to hear you having fun. Minute of your time. Yeah, minute. If I was using the traditional golf swing, you'd be 100% correct. I'm using Mo Norman's single plane golf swing style. So it's only my 6th time doing it. I've only been practicing it really for about 2.5 weeks now. In a traditional golf swing, you're 100% correct. With the single plane golf swing, it looks more like this. Still working out all the little minutia kinks. One of the biggest problems I said with me, and see this big difference between traditional golf swing, is as I come forward, is keeping this foot planted, which I know is very different than the traditional golf swing, all the way through to about position 5, and then of course position 6 is into the release. That's where I can come up. But I tend to rotate a little bit too early and come up and start twisting that foot too early as far as the single plane golf swing goes. So we'll read all about it. Absolutely. Go look it up. If you're having any type of struggle with your golf swing, or if the traditional golf swing just feels a little weird, like it did for me, because I'm a wrestler. I was a big contact sport guy. I like to have that wide stance. The traditional golf swing or conventional golf swing, that narrow stance just feels very awkward to me. And always has, even way back in the day when I was playing. But look up single plane golf swing. You'll see Todd Graves from Graves Golf or Graves Golf Academy. I can't quite remember the exact, I just watch his videos, but he goes into all the biomechanics of it. He goes into all the logic behind it. It just makes so much more sense. And I understand the swing's not going to be for everybody. And if you are great at the conventional golf swing, don't change, right? I sucked at it. I was struggling. And this is why I made the changes that I made. So. But my 4-year-old son, though, I taught him the traditional golf swing. And he is phenomenal with it. So he's great. I ain't changing anything about his swing or his swing style. He hits all his shots either dead straight or just slightly right. His driver is going an average of 65 yards. His 6-7 iron is going about 45, 50 yards. And his pitching wedge, 9 iron, is going about 35, 40 yards. So nice little dispersion there for him as a 4-year-old that's been golfing for 5 months. So Chase is great. He's not here right now. He's at school. I'm doing a 5-hour long stream. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, the best thing you can do to help me out for the stream is to hit that thumbs up button. That helps out the stream. And then to, if you want to really support Chase and I, the best thing you could do is to hit that subscribe button. Chase and I are trying to get the 500 subscribers as fast as possible. And then uh, at the beginning of the year, end of this year, is my goal is to get him out onto the golf course. But I have to get my new swing style down to be able to do that for him. So, because I don't want to go out into the golf course and completely embarrass myself. Because obviously we're going to be filming everything and putting it up on YouTube. I got to be at least as good as Bob from Bob Does Sports, which he's not very good, but we all enjoy watching Joey Colcuts and Fat Perez and Bob and play the game. So, and of course, me and my son Chase. That's why the channel is called Chase in Golf. A little dad joke there for you with my son's name. Because we are chasing the game of golf. Chase is brand new at it. I'm returning after 16 years, completely changing my swing style, and just chasing this great game. And one of the unique perspectives is being originally from America, we permanently live here in Thailand now, is we're eventually going to get to show everybody all the great golf courses here in Thailand once things get rolling. So subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see all that. And then this Saturday, of course, is we do a Saturday a live stream every Saturday night with Chase and I here at this range. There's another range we go to, but at this range every Saturday night, and you guys will see Chase this Saturday night. And he's really the star of the show, guys. So just started too. The struggle is real, but I agree. Do need to find what works best for us. Yeah, that's the thing. If the traditional golf swing works great for you, great. Keep going with it. I sucked at it. I struggled at it. I struggled at it 16 years ago in the past when I was playing golf, more for recreation and hobby and business. But now that I'm going to be focusing on golf, because my 4-year-old son is absolutely obsessed with this game, I got to get good. I can't expect him to be good and me not be good. And I really don't need to push him. Half the time I have to pull him back because he's such a little perfectionist. Um, and he loves the game. So, but yeah. But what club am I hitting now? 5-iron now, guys. And then I'll hit my hybrid 3 and then driver here as we go up through the bag. Gonna be streaming for 5 hours today. How far are we into it? We're what, almost 2 hours in now? So, but yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, hit that thumbs up button. And the best thing you could do to support Chase and I is by hitting that subscribe button. But yeah, if you're just joining in, I use the single plane golf swing. I know it looks weird. I know it looks different. But look it up. It's great swing style, especially if your golf game's struggling. It's improved me drastically in 2 weeks. Oh, see, once again, came up, started to rise up, started to twist this foot. And that's been my biggest struggle so far, is keeping that back foot planted. But as you see, even though I topped the ball, because of the way the mechanics of this swing style works, it still dribbled straight, perfectly straight. And that has a lot to do with this lead arm, which Todd calls the rod, which Mo called the rod. And of course, Bryson DeChambeau uses elements of the single plane golf swing. He used to use the single plane golf swing. He worked with Todd quite a bit in the past. I now know he's just morphed it into his own swing style. But yeah. I'll focus up a little bit here. So, but, so hopefully everybody's having a good day. subscribed and excited to follow your journey. Thanks, Minute. I much appreciate it. Um, yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a fun one. That's for sure. One of the things about the single plane golf swing, and this one makes logically a lot more sense, is how Todd talks about address, then grip. So, oh, because when you get it pure like that, and you do the technique right, and I'm still not doing it right. I still know I'm not shifting my weight correctly. With the swing, it just feels so good. How does Mo say it? It's the feeling of greatness. So. Oh, fatted that one. That's probably because I had the ball too far back in the stance for this 5-iron. So I have to adjust. There we go, that feels pretty comfortable. Oh, thinned it. So that's the one thing I wish I could get from Todd Graves in the Graves Golf Academy. He has this position guide that he puts on the floor. I wish I could get my hands on that. But being out here in Thailand, I don't think they ship them to Thailand. So it's the one training aid of his I wish I can get my hands on. Because I think it would unlock a lot of the small keys and tweaks for me. That feels better. I don't feel so, I felt a little bit too on my toes last time. There it is. So that's the thing I got to figure out with the single plane swing is because he talks about how far be away from the ball, and it's really the club that determines that. But the positioning of the ball with each club, I'm still trying to figure those out with the single plane golf swing technique. And I wish I had his little guide to tell me. But one of the things I figured out was the tilts that he talks about all the time in his videos, the tilts of the body. Those tilts start from the pelvis. They don't start from your back. I was a little on the toe side, probably a little bit too close to the ball. So you really got to go deep into Todd's videos, right? Almost 4 or 5 years back to get some of these nuggets. Like when the first week I was doing the swing, I thought the tilts came from like me leaning over. No, the tilts actually come from popping the pelvis out. That feels a little bit too far. There we go. That feels better. There we go. Straight as can be. Like Mo says, when you do the swing right, guys, it just feels so good. You feel more balanced. I'm still a little bit off balanced with it, but Of course, this is only my 6th time using the single plane golf swing, but there we go. That was not a great because I didn't turn through it, but still straight as can be. So focused right now, keeping my weight on the inside of this foot, like Todd says right now. Because I have such a bad habit of rotating and coming up onto this toe way too early in the swing. So, all right. So hopefully everybody's having a good day. Get some water in me real quick. So thanks for joining into the stream, guys. Gonna be streaming for 5 hours today. So if you have any questions, I'm using the camera on the front side of my phone. Typically I use the camera on the back side of my phone, but Chase isn't here today. So he's at school. I thought it'd be fun to come out and do a 5-hour long live stream, see how this works out. If this works out really well, maybe I'll do a mega stream. Something crazy. But but no, yeah. Hopefully everybody had a good and safe Halloween. It's actually November 1st here in Thailand. It is almost 10:15. So, but okay. Take a little water break here. Chit chat with you guys. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments, guys. I'll do my best to answer them for you. But all right, now into the bigger club. This is actually one of my favorite clubs in the bag to swing. That's my hybrid. I really like the club, really like the length. The length of this club seems to suit me well. So since learning this swing, I definitely understand why Bryson went to one length clubs, which is funny because I know Todd's not a big fan of that. Todd explains the scientific reasons behind it, all the numbers behind it. But I seem to just like this club. I like the length of it. But I don't think I'm ever going to have the swing speeds after listening to Todd talk about it to, well, maybe I will one day, for single length clubs to be beneficial. Hey, stop getting stuck. Magnet on my microphone got stuck to the shaft. But it's my 4 hybrid, guys. Once again, I'm using PGM clubs. These are the brand new YB5s. This is their 4 hybrid. So I'm using a single plane golf swing. So if you're new into the channel, this is only my 6th time using it. So I'm still learning all the techniques behind it and everything. Oh. towed that one a little bit. Yeah, it's the weight shift into the front knee with the rotation. I know I'm still not getting right, but I'll get there. It's what the practice is for. It's why we're here. There we go. But no, I know my swing looks weird, guys, but it is the single plane golf swing that Mo Norman, the great Mo Norman, developed. But there we go. Good Lord. Nice. So, still have a long way to go with it. Still trying to get the basics of the swing down. I know it looks ugly right now, but I got to get this good so I can get my 4-year-old son, the real star of the show, Chase, out onto the golf course. He's been chomping at the bit. Just got to teach him chipping a little bit. It's got a little bit more to do with putting, and he's good to go. But I got to get my game out, at least to not be a complete and utter embarrassment out on the golf course. So I'm assuming by the end of December, beginning of January, we'll be able to do that. And I'll start being able to show everybody all the great golf courses here in Thailand. Thin the crap out of that one because I came upwards out here in Thailand. So it's the unique thing about our channel is being originally from America, but now we permanently live here in Thailand, is we're going to be able to show people things, show people golf courses that you normally wouldn't see from other golf channels. So there it is. But that's the one thing I like the most about the single plane golf swing, guys, is it's just how straight the ball flies, right? Even with these range balls, it flies so nicely. And even with my miss hits now with the single plane golf swing compared to the conventional golf swing are so much more straighter and less drastic than what they used to be, except the driver. Still got to figure out that driver completely, which we'll get here too in about 2 more rounds. So toe out. There it is. There it is. That landed about 180, rolled out a little bit. There we go. Go. I'm beginning to feel a little bit better through this stream. The further and further we go along in the stream, the better I'm beginning to feel. Work out the stance, the basics of the stance a little bit more. That, and this is one of my favorite clubs to hit. But right now, if you haven't heard Todd talk about the single plane golf swing, one of the key things that he talks about in it is the positions, right? He talks about these positions, and you got position 1, position 2, position transition, and position 3, right? So transition, right, which is where I'm struggling the most. It's the transition. Position 3, 4, and then 5. So you have a lot with 3 to 5. It's almost a lot more room through, and then 6 is where you come up out of the stance. But I come up out of the stance a little bit too early, and the transition's still not 100% there with me, but that's why we're here practicing it, because I am using the single plane golf swing now from here on out permanently. I know it's not for everybody. I know it looks different, but I enjoy it. It works well for me. So, although this is only my 6th time using it, I've only been doing it for about 2.5 weeks now. But something's really beginning to kind of click right now. There we go. Hold on, I saw another comment pop up. Let me take a quick look at it. So, AI? No, not AI. That's a screen. Nope, not a screen, my friend. It's real, just out here in Thailand. It's a nice, beautiful November 1st day out here in Thailand. So still a little warm. If you ever come to Thailand, the best time to do it is November through January. It really starts to cool off here. Other than that, this is kind of the cool winter season here in Thailand. We just got done going through the rainy season. But other than that, February, hit and miss on how cool it can be. And then the rest of the time is just god-awful hot here. So it's just hot and humid. But if you're new to the stream, guys, I use the single plane golf swing. Been using it now for 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. This is only my 6th time out on the range using the swing. So I'm still figuring out all the little ins and outs of it. Go look up single plane golf swing, Mo Norman, Todd Graves. If you're struggling with your golf game, because this has really improved me in a very short period of time. So I'm still not all that great at it, but I'm getting better and better with it. And one of the things I've really enjoyed about it is even my mishits now, which that was a mishit, was straighter than what my old mishits were with the traditional golf swing. So, but I'll let Todd Graves talk all about the techniques and ins and out of the swing. Nowhere near qualified to do that. But although in a few weeks from now, probably towards the end of November, I am going to put out a long form video of all the little things that I have come to find with the swing that Todd, like the tilt. Todd talks about the tilt of the body. And now in his more recent videos, he just talks about, oh, you have to tilt your body this much and this much. Well, what he doesn't mention recently, which I found in some of his older videos, like 4 or 5 years ago, is that tilt that he talks about comes from the pelvis, right? The movement of the pelvis is where the tilt is actually created, right? So I'm basically going to come out with a video of as a beginner of the swing, these are the things I have found and what I'm feeling. Oh, see, because I came up early, I topped the crap out of that one, right? But miss hit, what you'll notice, because of the way the single plane golf swing works, is that ball still went dead straight. So hopefully everybody's having a good day. If you're enjoying this live stream, guys, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out the stream itself. And then, of course, this Saturday, as normal, always, Saturday night, Chase and I, my 4-year-old son Chase, which is why the channel is called Chasing Golf. Chase will be out here with me. He's really the star of the show, to be honest with you. I taught him the traditional golf swing. It works out real well for him. He likes it, enjoys it, does really, really well with it. He'll be out here with me this Saturday night, 6 p.m. Thailand time, Bangkok time. This Saturday. So if you want to see that and enjoy watching my 4-year-old son kill golf balls, because he's much better than I am, hit that subscribe button up at top. That's the best way anybody can support us, is just to hit that subscribe button. Chase and I are doing our best to get the 500 subscribers as fast as possible. So today I'm doing a long 5-hour long live stream. And Chase is at school right now, so I figured I'd come out and try this and see how well it goes. If it goes really, really well, I may do a mega stream sometime this month. So, but want to see how all the equipment handles everything, how long the battery lasts on the camera, all that other good stuff. So. Right, it's November 1st, 10:30 now. And yeah, hopefully everybody had a good Halloween back in the States or wherever you are in the world. Gonna hit my 3-wood now. So I use, these are PGM's brand new clubs, the YB5s. They're a beginner set from PGM. So, and then after I hit this, I'm gonna do 5 on the tee and then 5 on the ground. After I hit my 3-wood, I'll do the driver. And that's the club I struggle with the most, guys. I struggle with the driver quite a bit. But that's actually the reason I switched over to the single plane golf swing, was because of the driver. I was doing so horrible with the driver, with the traditional golf swing, that I had to make a change, because I was slicing and hooking that club so horribly it wasn't even funny. But just taking a small break here, getting some water in me, getting some caffeine in me, drying out my glove, because I am doing a 5-hour long stream here. So hopefully everybody's having a good day. Leave a comment. I typically use the camera on the back side of my phone to do the streams, because I want you guys to have a better picture quality. But since Chase is not here today, he's at school, of course, and then Chase being at school, I figured the best way to be able to see your guys' comments pop up is to have the front-facing camera go on. So, but it's a nice day out here in Thailand. It's not too hot. Of course, I got a nice fan blowing on me as well. Ooh, why'd I step out that far? That was no bueno. Okay. There we go. So if you're new to the stream, guys, I use the single plane golf swing. Been using it now for about 2 weeks. So I'm still learning the ins and outs of the swing, but I'm really enjoying it. It's improved my game quite a bit. I know it looks quite different from the conventional golf swing, but I quite enjoy it. This is my 3-wood, guys. So I'm going to hit 5 off the tee and 5 off the floor. It's only the second time I've swung this club using my new swing style. So, oh, Jesus. Where am I stepping though? So, if you haven't seen the single plane golf swing, guys, or don't know much about it, just type it in on YouTube. Todd Graves will pop up. He'll teach you all about it. It's the same swing that Bryson DeChambeau used to use. He now just uses elements out of the swing and has kind of morphed it into his own thing. And of course, Mo Norman, the greatest ball striker ever, is the one that developed the swing. So hard to argue about it when you have the greatest ball striker in history. So I feel like I'm a little bit too close for this one, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, a little, but put the hub up on that thing, man. What? Just woke up, you're still at it? Yeah. Still at it, my man, doing a 5-hour long stream today. So you want to try that out and see how a 5-hour long stream goes, and then gives me a lot of time and practice. Also allows me move a little bit slower, a bit more methodical, and not have to worry about boring my 4-year-old son who's at school right now. Chase, we'll be doing another live stream this Saturday with him. He's really the star of the show, guys. So, I hit this ball and I'll talk a bit more. ADHD brain is not working all that fast right this second. There we go. There it is. That felt fantastic. But yeah, no, Chase is really the star of the show. He's my 4-year-old son. He's been golfing for about 5 months now. He's fantastic. If you watch some of the other shorts and videos of him, you'll see it. He's really the reason I've gotten back into golf, because he's absolutely obsessed with the game. And then I'm just trying to get my game good enough to be able to follow along with him and make decent YouTube content videos, because I do want to get him out onto a real golf course here by the end of the year, beginning of next year. But first, I got to be able to get my game in line, because he's pretty much ready to go. He just needs to learn how to chip. He's got a little bit more work on putting, but I mean, other than that, his basic clubs are spot on. He's either straight, dead straight, or slightly right, but he's a stud, man. That's for sure. There it is. That's one of the better shots I've hit. So, where's that reaching? 200. So I know I'm not compressing all that much, but I'm not really focused on that. I'm focused mainly today on this back leg. That's been my biggest trouble with this new swing style so far, guys, is I tend to come up and out of it. So I'm really focused on that right now, making sure I don't move this back foot. During the swing. There it is. Woo. So just did 5 off the tee. Now I'm going to do 5 off the ground. So let's see here. It looks like there's a new comment. Nope. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. It's the best way to be able to help out the stream. I'm streaming for 5 hours today. And then Saturday, Chase and I will do our normal Saturday night stream, which lasts about an hour, hour and 15. And then, yeah, you'll get to see him, my 4-year-old son, star of the show. You'll get to see him this weekend. So subscribe if you want to see Chase and I improve at the game of golf and through our journey, because that's the whole reason. The whole reason the channel is called Chasing Golf is because obviously my son's name is Chase. Chasing, a dad joke there for you. Is Chase is new to the game, but been golfing for 5 months now. Like I said, he's the star of the show. And Chase and I are just progressing through the game. And then a unique thing about the channel is even though we're originally from America, we live permanently out here in Thailand. So we'll be able to show you once we do get out onto the golf courses, all the cool and unique golf courses here in Thailand, because there's quite a bit of them. There we go. Fix that back foot. Nice. So, but still working out all the kinks of my new swing. I use the single plane golf swing, guys, so I know it looks very different from a traditional golf swing. So, hello. I wish I could chit chat with you. But welcome to the channel. But if you guys are new to seeing the single plane golf swing, I know it looks different. Todd Graves teaches it now. Oh, see? I start to twist my foot and come up, which causes me to top the golf ball. It's one of my biggest bad habits with this swing style that I have. So, but only been doing it for 2 weeks now. Still learning it, but I do enjoy it a lot more than the traditional golf swing or conventional golf swing. It just suits me better. But I know there's still things I'm doing wrong with this particular swing style. But nevertheless, even my bad hits are better with this style than what they were with the traditional golf swing. So, still working out all the kinks. And about the end of this month, though, I should have everything down. But Oh, lean backwards. That was horrible. Also getting a tiny bit tired, guys. Take a little bit of a break here after I finish this one. There we go. There it is. So that's the 3-wood, guys. The next club is the one I struggle with the most, and that's my driver. So stick around if you guys want to get a good laugh in. So, but it's also the reason I switched to single plane golf swing. So there's that too. But I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then I'll hit the big stick. But chat with you guys for a little bit. But I use the PGM clubs, guys. This is their PGM's new set, the YB5s. It's their new beginner set. Really enjoy them a lot. Like them quite a bit. But never knew about PGM until I moved to Thailand. Never heard about them when I was in America. But so I figure before I get out onto the golf course with Chase, I got to be at least as good as Bob from Bob Does Sports, Bobby Fairways. So, but short little break here. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them for you guys. But doing a 5-hour long stream today. So still got a little ways to go. But hopefully everybody's had a great day. Hopefully everybody had a safe Halloween. So it's now November 1st here in Thailand. That's where I'm at. If you join the stream so far, guys, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. It's the best way to be able to help out the current stream. And then, of course, if you want to see the star of the show, my 4-year-old son, Chase, this Saturday, every Saturday night, we do a live stream. And, of course, Chase is the star of the show. Hit that subscribe button up at top. That's the best way to be able to support Chase and I, is to hit that button up there. So, ooh, give me a second more, and I'll hit the driver for you guys. Where'd my water go? Where'd my big water go? Oh, here it is. But, whew, all right. Enough stalling. Time to embarrass myself. So, gonna hit the driver now, guys. This is the club I struggle the most with. But it's also the reason why I switched to the single plane golf swing. So, Not bad, a little low. It's more towards the heel though. That's one of the first times I've actually struck this club closer to the heel. So usually it's closer to the toe, low, toe center, but low. But, so that's a little encouraging. I know that sounds weird to say, but I'm trying to get it closer to the center, so. There it is. It's probably one of the better strikes I've had with this club. That was still somewhat low, but see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, even my mishits with this club are so much more better. Wow, that's pure Tony. Thank you. Up there with Scotty and the rest of them. No, nowhere close. But thank you for the compliment. Um, but no, it's the reason I've switched over to the single plane golf swing. That it must have been 400 yards. Cut that in half. I like the swing. Thank you, Justin. Cut it in half. Well, maybe not quite half. It did go about almost 250. But I've been working hard at it, guys. And I feel this is, like I said, this is only my 6th time using this swing style. I feel like by the end of this month, around my 10th or 12th time using this swing style, I'm going to have really the basics down, and then I can really start focusing on the more of start getting the compression going and all those other things. And that's where I'm saying by the end of December, I should be good enough to start getting out onto the golf course. This way, my 4-year-old son, the real star of this channel, he's been chomping at the bit to get out onto a golf course, but I got to be able to play well enough to not completely embarrass ourselves. So. See, that starts off straight. I'm hitting it straight. I don't know if it's the range ball taking it off to the right towards the end, or if it's because I know that can happen with range balls, or if I'm still just mishitting it. But I'm pretty sure it's partly me as well. But no, I am doing so much better with the single plane swing that I did the traditional swing, guys. So if you are struggling with your golf game, I recommend the single plane golf swing. Look up, just type it into YouTube. You'll see Todd Graves and Graves Golf pop up. This is only my 6th time using the swing out on the range and practicing it for a little over 2 weeks. I've seen massive improvements. So it's all about speed at the bottom of the swing. Yes, Tony, you're absolutely right. Take back with your left wrist and don't think about anything else. Yeah, no, Tony, you're absolutely right. You're 100% right. But right now, one of the things, the speed at the bottom of the swing, Tony, that's where I was going. Sorry, ADD moment there for you. The speed at the bottom of the swing. So Tony, one of the things I've been struggling with the single plane golf swing is I've had a tendency to rotate and come up on this toe instead of keeping this foot flat and pushing through it, right? Which is what Todd talks about, is one of the central keys is keeping this back foot flat to the ground until through contact and then lifting up out of it. So until I can get this down, I can't really focus on speeding up speeding up at the bottom of the swing right now. So that's kind of what's holding me back as far as that is concerned. There we go. Get my tilt right. Get my grip after address. Oh, there we go. It's pretty good. It's much better than what I've been doing. So what else do we got on here? I saw a couple more comments. You don't have to be a good player to take your son to the course. Don't care about what anyone else thinks. Y'all go. Yeah, no, Kevin, you are absolutely, you are 100% correct on what you're saying there. You'll actually learn more on the course. Totally different. You are 100% correct. I agree with everything you're saying there, Kevin. But I personally want to have at least my basic fundamentals down to the point where I'm not picking up any of my clubs and just duck cooking or slicing them 50, 60, 70 yards and wasting balls. So Chase is ready to go. He's just got to chip. Got to teach him the basics of chipping. His putting's got to do a little bit of work on it. Putting is actually where I've always excelled at golf, so I'm not worried about myself there. But I don't want to completely embarrass myself, especially since we're doing the YouTube thing. I got to be at least as good as Bobby Fairways from Bob Dubs Sports. Although he loses a lot of golf balls. But no, I want to at least put a decent show out for you. I'm not trying to be this low or high 60s, low 70s like the good guys or anything. But no, I want to have a decent showing, basically. Is that fair enough? But no, absolutely. Once we start getting out onto the golf course, guys, it's going to be a lot of golf course content at that point. It'd be at that point, all the content will be golf course content minus our Saturday live stream, which will be at a driving range, because we really enjoy doing the live streams. And the other thing is I want to be able to still connect and grow the channel and the community. And the best way I've found so far to do that, when talking with some other YouTubers, is the live streams, right? I think it's the best way to chit chat with you guys, which is one of the reasons I'm doing a 5-hour live stream with you guys during my practice today. So, and we will be live streaming this Saturday, Saturday night here at Bangkok time, 6 o'clock Bangkok time. 1 second. Let me hit this ball real quick and then ADD brain can't do 3 things at once. Maybe 2, but definitely not 3. There we go. A little low on the face there, but nice. But definitely be doing the live streams every Saturday. It's one of my things that I want to do with the channel. And Chase and I just kind of hang out with you guys. And you guys can ask questions and we'll answer them. But yeah, no, we're always going to do a live stream Saturday nights. Eventually, we're going to be doing golf courses. And the cool thing about living out here in Thailand is we're going to be able to show you golf courses here in Thailand and what it's like to golf here in Thailand. So something that you may not get with other channels, and because there are a ton, and I mean a ton of golf courses out here in Thailand, um, and should be a golfing destination if you guys are traveling and wanting to come travel to Thailand. There's so many beautiful golf courses out here, and golf is not, and this is relative, golf is not as expensive here in Thailand as it is in America, obviously. So, so just something that we want to bring to everybody, because my son Chase is really the star of the show. He's the one that's obsessed with golf. So now I'm become obsessed with golf through that. And yeah, it's just kind of one of the goals for the channel is that. So if you really want to enjoy the journey of Chase and I growing through the game and getting to watch all that, just hit that subscribe button up at top. That's the best thing you could do to be able to support the channel and support Chase and I, is hitting that subscribe button up at top for us. There's a good one. It's actually one of my better drives. So definitely beginning to figure it out with the driver. It's taken me a few times using my new swing style. I use the single plane golf swing, guys. If you're new into the channel, so I do know it looks a little bit weird, but it works for me. Me and the traditional golf swing were not getting along. One of the things I think I just figured out right now is, even with maybe my other clubs, probably put it in a little bit into the palm of the hand too much. Something I'm going to focus on moving forward here. But no, I got to definitely get my swing down. Sort of like Mo Norman. Well, obviously, I'm going to be able to hit the ball farther once I get the swing more down and focus on compression and things. I want to focus more on accuracy. I want to be a really accurate hitter of the golf ball. I don't want to so much focus on, like, I don't want to be for example, I see a lot of the guys on YouTube. Okay, yeah, great. They're driving 300 yards, but they're only hitting it straight 6 or 7 times out of that 300 yards that they're hitting. It's like, and then they're hooking left and right and hitting out of trees and rough and everything. I want to be the guy on YouTube eventually that's like, I'm hitting out of the rough once every 10 times. You know what I mean? I think so many people are focused now on how far they hit the ball and not accuracy. So I want to be accuracy. And the best ball striker that has ever lived was Mo Norman. And this is his swing. So I've just got to learn it now. But this is the most comfortable so far I've felt hitting this driver with this new swing style. That's actually the first one I've ever pulled left with this driver. Usually it's like with the traditional golf swing, guys, it was going out literally 70 yards and then hard slicing right. But so if you're enjoying the stream, guys, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out the current stream. Streaming for 5 hours today. How's actually the battery on my phone doing? It's going down a little bit, but um, but streaming for 5 hours today. Um, may take a little half-hour break to give the phone a rest and charge it a little bit, and then jump back on. Um, but yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, hit that thumbs up button. If, as the channel name says, Chase in Golf, my 4-year-old son Chase will be out on the stream this Saturday, which we normally do every Saturday from here on out. It's 6 p.m. Thailand time, and we will, if you want to enjoy seeing him, hit that subscribe button and the channel grow. That's the best thing anybody could do for us right now to support us, is hit that subscribe button. In fact, we're at 388 subscribers at the beginning of the stream today. I'd love to see it destroy over 400 after 5 hours of streaming. So yeah, this right now has been the most comfortable I've felt hitting this driver with this new swing style, or even older swing style. So wow, that is definitely one of my better hits. So all right, cool beans. So but put that away real quick. But hopefully everybody's having a great day. Hopefully everybody had a safe Halloween. It's now November 1st here in Thailand. So oh, just got done hitting the driver. That's the best session I've had with the driver. I use the single plane golf swing style now, guys. I don't use the traditional golf swing. In fact, where's my 7-iron? That's 9. 8. This should be 7. Indubitably. Indubitably, it is. Just hit 5 real quick. Because I think when hitting the driver just now, I think I figured something out that I was doing wrong. I want to pick up the 7-iron to see if that helps correct it. Because then I can start focusing. If that did correct what I was thinking, that may be able to help me start to move forward in my swing journey. Because I haven't been able to get past the just getting through setup and stage or step position 1 and 2, but I feel like I just figured something out in my transition. So if I did, I'll be able to start working on really focusing on positions 3, 4, and 5, which I have a drill I'll do for that. But let me see if I corrected something. Well, that's all good. Okay. Oh, nope. See, God, fucking foot. Oy vey. Yeah, that feels good. There we go. All right. Maybe. May have just figured out something with the transition, but oh, nope. I'm getting a little tired here. I think I have the ball too far forward in my stance right now. Try moving it back. See, that's the one thing I wish, that's the one tool I wish I can get from Graves Golf Academy, is he has, for the single plane swing, he has this position board that he puts on the ground. And because I'm here in Thailand, I don't think they ship that out here. It's the one piece that I'm missing that I'd really like get my hands on. Tighten up the feet slightly closer together, look closer to the ball. Reason you're falling apart in downswing, remember, it's all about balance. The Snow Mexicans, love the name. You are correct if you are using the traditional golf swing. I'm using the single plane golf swing, so I'm actually letting the club, because Todd talks about this quite a bit, I'm letting the club determine my length from the golf ball. I know it looks very different. If you don't know much about the single plane golf swing style, just type in single plane golf swing on YouTube. And Todd Graves, the person who teaches the swing now, Mo Norman being the one that developed the swing, the greatest ball striker ever in history. This is only my second week using the swing, sixth time out onto the driving range with it. I'm still working out the kinks with it. But in a traditional golf swing, you're 100% correct. But with this swing, it works a little bit differently. But I'm also tired. We're what, almost 3 hours into the stream now. So don't want to make too many excuses though. I also just suck. There we go. But yeah, no, the single plane golf swing developed by Mo Norman, the greatest ball striker in history. I was not getting along with the traditional golf swing guys. First, do you okay, but it seems like the toe of the club is touching the mat first, or do you feel the club twisting your hands? No, I absolutely don't feel the club twisting my hands. That's one thing I love about the single plane golf swing. The toe, no, I don't feel the toe of the club hitting. I feel it hitting pretty flat. I like about the single plane golf swing, and Todd talks about this, unlike the traditional golf swing or two plane golf swing, where it's taught grip, then address. Todd talks about why he feels that's flawed and why Mo thought that was flawed, and it should be address then grip. But like I said, this is only my 6th time out on the range doing it. I've only been using and practicing the swing at home now for 2 weeks. But no, is with this address and this proper grip, right? And having my arm can't think about it right now, fully deviated out like this. Bryson DeChambeau talks about this because he used to use the single plane swing in full, but as time is years ago, but as time has gone by, he's morphed it into his own thing. But with this, guys, when you go to swing, because of the way you're gripping the club, and as you come back down through the swing, the club has to turn back to square. But no, I don't feel as the toe is hitting the ground first. Right now. It's definitely not twisting in my hands though. Push back your left hand. It should slow your backswing down. Push back my left hand. Good advice. So, but, all right. So let's see here. I've been streaming now, guys, for almost 3 hours now. So, phone's getting to about a little under 40% battery. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to stream for another 2 hours here. But I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then I'll come back, going to charge the phone a little bit, maybe get some food into myself as well, and drink a bunch of water down. And I'll be back on in about 20 minutes or so. So jump back on. Do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button up at top. And like I said, I'll be back on in 20 minutes. Just want to give myself and the phone a little bit of a break. And yeah, see you guys in the second part of the stream very shortly.